Carton Roberts, just in case you didn't know the name of it. Lisa, how you doing, babe? How you been? What's going on?
I'm doing great. I'm currently in DC. I got to visit the Junkies this morning, just doing a ton of sports radio here. We have a trade show in town this weekend, so I'm here again, another one like I did in Jersey a couple months ago.
What do we sell at the trade show? Do you sell, other than your book, or do we sell things that are used, in the comfort of one's own home? Or is it more about
I just
like
sell my
mainstream
books.
stuff? Yeah.
I sell my books. I sell 8x10s. There's still a lot of collectors of 8x10s and autographs on the East Coast. And then photos. And I mean, my age, I remember having to bring a Polaroid camera and having to get film. And now everybody just takes them on their phone. So it's such a win.
No doubt. Evan and I actually are going to a trade show next Friday, and we're selling a Carton and Robert rabbits. So we're hopeful that that's a big success for our audience. So.
Yeah, you think it'll be?
No, I don't.
Think it'll be bestseller?
All right. I see you. You're all dressed up, ready to go to your event. So hopefully that'll go well, so we won't keep you too long. How did we do last week? Decent? What was the story?
We did decent last week. Why is this slipping? Oh, because it was Thanksgiving and I was in Lake Tahoe.
We didn't even talk to you.
2 weeks ago.
She had the girls' vacation
we didn't even
in Tahoe.
talk to.
That's right. Yeah, I'd love to
Dallas
be a camera
Cowboys
on the
did
wall there,
win.
too. All right, let's get into this week. A lot of big games this week, a lot of playoff-type matchups this week. We're going to do, I'd say, 3 or 4 guys that guys have to go get, great value guys for their fantasy
I fully
teams.
expect that Bam Zonovan Knight is on your list, right?
No.
I just think it's, no, he's not on my list, but there is one of your lucky New York Jets on my list. So Bam is going to be a great play, but he's going to be overplayed. Everybody is going to take that price. And so you're going to be competing against that. And so I'm going to go a little bit different. And I'm going to go with the quarterback there for the New York Jets.
Wow.
Mike White, still only at 5,400. Defenses don't have enough film to really figure him out quite yet. I think his price is going to go up in the next 2 weeks, deciding on what goes on, whether Zach Wilson will be coming back. So 5,400 for a QB is going to allow you to really put in some big players. So that's where I'm going with the New York Jets. Go Jets.
Yeah, and it's funny. If you look at the games, the very few games that he has started and finished, every one of them is over 300 yards. So when he does play and finish a game, the stats in a very limited obviously amount of opportunities has been pretty damn good.
And this is not an elite level Viking defense.
Right.
They've given up. I mean, look, they let Mac Jones throw for how many yards a week?
And here's the craziest thing. In the games that Zach Wilson has not played, the New York Jets have the #1 offense in football. In the games that Zach Wilson has played, it's the 31st ranked offense in football. Now, I'm not saying that's all because of Mike White and or Joe Flacco, but that does mean something. So you have an offense that's capable of scoring 20 or 30 points, get great value, and a quarterback that's going to lead that team. I like it. What's number 2?
All right, number 2, everybody's going to be looking at this Cleveland-Houston Texans game, and they're going to be looking at the receivers, thinking Deshaun Watson is going to be exactly what he was 2 years ago. I think that's too early to predict. This is a run game. So you look at Kareem Hunt, who's only 4,800. There will be enough end zone work for the running backs for Cleveland, for Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt to get in there multiple times. Browns are going to win this game, no doubt. I think Deshaun Watson will have an anytime touchdown rush one in himself as well. But I'm not looking at his arm as the play that I want to be in, which everybody else is. I'm looking at the run game there because we know the Texans have given up the most points to running backs throughout the season.
Yeah, they're a bad football team. There's a reason the Cleveland Browns are favored by more than a touchdown with a guy who hasn't played quarterback, in 2 years now. So I like that. And what's your last one for us today?
I'm going to tell you, I love this Tennessee Titans, Philadelphia Eagles game. I think this is going to be a great game. I think the Titans are slowly starting to sneak up. You look at Robert Woods, who nobody really covers, only 4,300 on DK right now, but his home road splits are what entice me. His away receptions are 20. His home receptions are 12. That's his average. He really plays well on the road, and I think this is going to be a game where he is not going to be the coverage. So I'm going to go with Robert Woods, 4,300. You're not going to get another wide receiver that cheap.
Now, is it true that you promised a guy, I think through the Junkie show this morning, that you would go on vacation with him or something?
No, but he is coming to the club tomorrow night in DC. There's a sports book here that I'm hosting an event at. So he is coming in there. and he's bringing his friends, and he gave me this whole spiel this morning. So I was like, let me put you on my guest list, and let me make sure the club takes care of you and your friends.
Do you have security with
it.
you when you're out?
Yes.
Okay, good.
At all times.
Good.
At all times.
Just making sure.
Because think about this, not to be sexist, but the far majority of the clientele that goes to sports books is male. There are women who gamble, obviously, and there will be women there. And I'm sure the place you're going is as much, a fun bar and atmosphere, clubby type atmosphere, as opposed to just like an old school OTB parlor. But it is still predominantly young, virile, aggressive, drunk men. We need security, Evan. Me and Lisa Ann.
You do, right?
That's right. That's exactly right.
We all need security in this situation, especially when there's gambling involved. So I'll be placing some bets there tomorrow night that I can bet against some other people as well. Rally everybody so we can stay connected through the weekend. We watch these games on Sunday.
Now, did you and the girls, when you were in Tahoe, I'm fascinated by this, when you guys, it's nighttime, maybe you go out for dinner, maybe you stay in and cook all together, order in, and you have a couple bottles of wine and you're nice, relaxing, setting. It's beautiful outside and you have a fire going. Are you guys the type, your crew of gals, are you guys under the blanket watching a rom-com? Are you watching like a Pac-12 football game? Are you watching a murder mystery? Is it like every girl goes to her own room and, get cozy with a book? What's the nightlife like when you guys are hanging out in a house?
Well, I'm sorry to burst this bubble, but my best friends are actually a married couple that has been together over 30 years, and I've been best friends with them for 30 years. They have 2 dogs, so our life really consists around taking crazy nature hikes with the dogs. And we met through being neighbors, and I always cooked for my neighbors. So when I go there, I cook 3 meals a day for them. We watch all the games. We watch a lot of sports news. But her husband does go to bed fairly early. We have a big fire pit in the backyard. Her and I will usually watch some movies, got into some TV shows I haven't seen, kind of rewatching Emily and Perry because the new season is coming out December 21st. So, yeah, kind of girl stuff, but a lot of sports as well because they're both big sports fans and they're both Dallas Cowboys fans. So it's the first Thanksgiving in a long time where the Cowboys have won for us.
Yeah, it's a big game for them. And I know you watch my show on FS1, and I appreciate that while you're out there in Lake Tahoe. But beyond that, what is your go-to meal? Like if you were coming over to our house and you were like, I got dinner, and I go, make your specialty, what is the Lisa Ann go-to dish?
It would be Italian. It would be sauce by scratch, meatballs, pasta, maybe lasagna. They had me make them lasagna. I'm really good with the next day making the most wicked meatball sub because, you really got to take care of the bread and put it in with a lot of butter and then take it out, smooth the butter, and then some garlic powder and then the provolone cheese and bake it a little bit more. Then you put the meatballs on. I make it's a project. So a good sub can change your life.
There's
and that's
no
what
doubt.
we lived through last week.
And that's the most turned on I've been in 3 weeks. Food porn is the best porn of all when you get to 50 years old. I'm telling you that right now. Anyhow,
I know, and I love cooking.
I love it. Enjoy D.C. Be safe, and we'll see you next week when you get home. And always appreciate your time. Thanks so much.
Go Jets.
There you go. All right, Lisa Ann, everybody. Always a pleasure talking to Lisa.